Four-star quarterback Landon Duckworth out of Jackson, Alabama, is one of the top prospects in the entire country and is getting recruited like it. Lane Kiffin and his staff hosted him in February for that unofficial visit that really laid the groundwork for this official visit. And now he's set to officially visit Ole Miss at the end of June. Getting that last official visit is a really welcome sign for Lane Kiffin and the staff to get that. But he's also going to visit Georgia. He's also going to visit South Carolina, where he was once committed. And he's also going to visit Florida State. So big opportunity for the Rebels here to get him back in town for an official visit. That last visit, which is certainly key in recruitments, and we'll see if that kind of stands the test of time as far as if they can get this one across the finish line. Because right now, I think Ole Miss is the leader. I said that coming off the visit. He told me that, just straight up, was like they really did enough to be that top school for him in terms of his recruiting process. But things are certainly getting interesting. North Carolina just hosted him for a visit. He got to spend some time with Bill Belichick over there. And, that is a trendy school right now for these prospects to visit. And so it's no surprise that he got over there and spent some time with them. It seemed like every prospect that I was talking with over the course of the Under Armour camp in New Orleans mentioned, I want to take a visit to North Carolina. So they're kind of a trendy school right now. And they, of course, just hosted Duckworth for a visit this weekend. So that'll be at least a school to watch, see if he adds an official visit to his docket. Right now, everything's set up for June. He leads off with Georgia May 30th, and then heads to South Carolina June 6th, Florida State June 13th. And like I said, Ole Miss wrapping things up there with the final official visit. And I think this is going to be a really interesting recruitment. A prospect that gets it done through the air and on the field can certainly be somebody who develops even more, I think, over the course of his recruitment and then into his senior year being one of the top quarterbacks. He's a top 100 prospect on the On3 industry ranking. We just moved him up to a top 10 quarterback as well in our latest rankings. But now you're seeing his recruitment come into focus and his plan being laid out there a little bit more set in stone as far as where he's going to officially visit, who he's going to check out. Like I said, I think Ole Miss is the leader, and I know that because he said they set the bar high. He named them as leader coming off of that visit. But as the dust settles and you get these quarterbacks and all the dominoes that are impacting these prospects, who will take a quarterback? Who will blink? Will Georgia, and they're after a bunch of quarterbacks, will Georgia see their spot get filled? They're looking at four-star quarterbacks up and down the recruiting rankings. They're right there for Jared Curtis, the five-star quarterback. Will that impact long-term how this recruitment plays out? They are also targeting Bo Bentley out of Texas, a big riser, and Florida State is involved there. They're going to host him for an unofficial visit and then probably an official visit. So it's going to be intriguing to see how all these quarterback dominoes play out. I think, this is just my opinion as an aside, you see so many quarterbacks that are up at the top of the rankings right now, really considering a lot of the same schools. I feel like there's a lot of overlap with Georgia, with Florida State after their quarterback decommitted. You're seeing a lot of that. So some of these schools are kind of battling for the same quarterbacks at this point of the process. So a lot of interesting things to unfold on quarterback recruiting. But one thing I know, Landon Duckworth is the must-get quarterback prospect for Lane Kiffin in this 2026 class.